My name is Dr. Brian McFarlin, and I'm an assistant professor at the University of North Texas. I got into this field because I initially started my undergraduate studies with an interest in sports injuries and more on the applied side of things, working with athletes who had injured themselves. And that got me interested in the science behind wound healing, and that led to just an explosion of interest in research and how to help people heal faster and how to help common problems that a lot of us face, such as chronic disease. The challenges I faced in my research is very similar to what a lot of people face. When you finish the PhD, that you now have that's your proof you're ready to be your own independent researcher. And then becomes the real challenge is actually trying to seek out grant support for your work. I do a lot of industry-related work right now, just trying to expand my research portfolio, but definitely the greatest challenge is trying to initially find research money to support the work you're wanting to do, and then trying to find vendors or companies that are willing to also help support your efforts through excellent customer service and unique products. I bought a piece of equipment about 8 years ago from a company called Guava Technologies that was eventually acquired by Merck Millipore. And through that acquisition, I was approached by a sales representative from Merck Millipore who pretty much reached out to me and basically just provided excellent customer service. At the time that sales representative contacted me, I was just a lowly entry-level scientist who had probably about $15,000 of grant funding to my name. So I certainly was not somebody that was going to be a big payday for this individual, but they were more interested in developing a professional relationship and trying to find ways that Merck Millipore could help advance my science. And they were less worried, at least initially, about how to get the big sale out of me or how to get me to buy the big piece of equipment, because I simply didn't have the funding to do that. And then as my research portfolio has expanded and I acquired more grants, that individual and Merck Millipore has always been there to support my scientific endeavors. One of the biggest challenges as a researcher is the need to find innovative and novel approaches to answering questions that no one's answered before. That's kind of the foundation of good science. But the other part of the equation is you really have to have the scientific products to support what you're trying to do. Every time I've needed a novel or innovative solution to a problem, they've either already had a product that can do that or they have had a product in the pipeline. The thing I think I look forward to most in the future is just continuing to be challenged scientifically, continuing to have to think through new and novel ways to solve problems. And one thing in particular that's been very helpful is I've had some opportunity to interact with some of the Merck Millipore application scientists. And while they may have a product designed for a specific purpose, they will actually be able to help me work through the science of how I might use that product for an alternate purpose to achieve my scientific goals. Just in the last 5 years, some of the products they've offered have been very unique things that aren't available in any other part of the market segment. And it's been just things that have just expanded exponentially what I'm able to do in my research. So I'm just excited to see what else Millipore has in store for us, and I'm also just happy, and it's been a pleasure to work with a company that again really supports their customers. At every step of the way during my career, Merck Millipore has been there with unique products, unique opportunities, and outstanding customer service to allow me to achieve my scientific goals.